about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the...
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Down at the 2-yard line.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Ravens.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson's going to look to run it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Breeze. He throws it. He hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Kamara. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. With it is Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10. At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
8 yards to go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's got Snead. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 15.
Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore. On the option, Jackson will keep it. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and
and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Running with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
First and 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 46.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. Jackson, and this is caught at the 8.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Ravens.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Breeze. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He was brought down.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on this...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Everett picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Saints 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better.
And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need... His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Pro Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
He's going to keep it. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and get...
Now Breeze wants the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for the Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Saints 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now here's another interception. And the ball's knocked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Breeze now. Now the catch right side. This is Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
26 more yards.
A good pickup there. 26 yards.
First down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Oh, good move.
That's an excitement. Might go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I had...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Malcolm Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good gain of 14 yards, but not enough. It's 4th down.
4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And a Raven 1st down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Today's final score, Ravens 46.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.